Hey everybody, it's Jason Barlow, RMT. Today I'm excited to be back in this space, Natural High CrossFit here in Okotoks. It's been over 3 months since I've been in this building. I wasn't going to stop from coming today despite the fact that I'm actually in some discomfort, some pain and restrictions. So I thought I'd just spend a few minutes here just showing you what I do when I want to work out, but I'm actually experiencing some kind of symptom. So one of the golden rules I subscribe to personally, as much as I do as a therapist, is what I call the traffic light system. If you're in pain and you do something that pain gets worse as you do it, I call that a red light. Just stop doing that straight away. If you're in pain and you do an activity or movement, there's some pain, but as you do it more, the pain actually starts to ease off, then I would give that an orange light or an amber light. And if you do a movement and there is no pain, it doesn't make the pain any worse, or there is no pain whatsoever as you do it, then I give that a green light and I continue to do that. So one of the first things we want to do is some movement, keeping in mind that traffic light system, to get the blood flowing, get the heart rate elevated, get your body temperature up, then it's going to respond well to the next couple of things that we're going to do. Okay, so first off, I'm going to loosen off my upper trapezius, middle and lower trapezius. So to do that, we're going to use a handy dandy ball. It can be a lacrosse, a golf, or a tennis ball. We're going to place this between the wall and my middle back. I'm going to start in that middle lower trapezius area, and I'm just going to literally move my body in such a way that it's going to create a self-massage using that ball pressure in and around that muscle. Now straight away, it's probably on a pain scale 1 to 10, 10 being excruciating. This is already quite a bit, and I'm not putting that much pressure on right now, but it's probably sitting around a 4 or 5. And I know a few of you watching this right now that allow me to put my elbow in on your middle lower trap, probably thinking, get up there on 10. That's what you do to us. It's different when we're doing self-massage versus having somebody else do it for us. So I'm just gonna bring my arm into different positions just to, that middle lower trapezius and the whole trapezius for that matter has different fibers on different angles. So we've got to approach it with that in mind of targeting with different pressures on different angles to really free up that trapezius muscle. So I'm just gonna move the ball a little bit, now a little bit higher, across, up and down. You're getting the idea, right? You just motion through. There's no rocket science to this. It's ball pressure into the bulk of the muscle tissue. So I'm gonna spend probably 3 or 4 minutes on this side. I'm gonna work up a little bit higher now so you can see where I'm going in the upper trapezius. And you just got to experiment for yourself. Oh yeah, see, that's pretty gnarly in there. It's time for my massage, that's the bottom line. And then after 3 or 4 minutes on one side, I'll go over and repeat that on my opposite side with the same type of motions. Let me add one caveat to the traffic light system. When you're doing therapy on yourself, whether you're stretching, you're exercising, you're doing some self-massage as we're showing you just now, there's gonna be a point of discomfort. Now we've got to be able to distinguish between pain of the injury or trauma that you've currently got versus discomfort that's gotta come as part and parcel to be able to improve, right? You don't go to the gym and lift a 2-pound dumbbell and expect the biceps to get stronger. You've got to give it that 20-pound dumbbell or more to stimulate the muscle and create a reaction. You've got to get to a point of discomfort. So we've got to delineate between pain that's stopping us, that's making the symptoms worse, versus discomfort, and there's a close border there, and you can only judge this for yourself. And at that crossing point between pain and discomfort, that's where the magic can happen to free up tight adhered muscle tissue and joint restrictions. So let's use the 3/4 inch foam roller first, placing this in my middle back. I'm going to start in the lower part of my middle back. So I'm staying within the region of my thoracic spine. I'm not going into my neck or cervical spine. I'm not going into my lumbar spine or my lower back. Middle back is the concentration. So from here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in, extend over. Once I'm head relaxed, then I'm gonna breathe out. I'm just gonna hold here for about 20 seconds. Deep breath in again. One more time. And to sit up, I'm gonna sink down just a notch, just maybe an inch, and then I'm gonna repeat. So breath in, extend over. Sink down a little bit. Now this is getting into the hot spot, right? This is the area where I've been feeling some symptoms since this morning when I woke up. So I'm gonna go over once again with a deep breath in, hold my breath for a moment. Once my head is down, so literally I'm trying to almost work vertebrae by vertebrae in the spine. So I might do, 6 kind of reps, if you will, each rep being another notch higher on the spine. I start low and I work high. If you don't have the narrower roller, you're going to use the wider roller. You can still achieve the same objective. It's just that now you have to be more cognizant of your head position as you're going back, because usually with the larger roller, the spine can't extend as far, and as a result, your neck has to make up for that. So watch, if I do this, I extend over, you can see now my middle back has allowed some extension, but now you see how much my neck has to extend. Look at that. Okay, so now, yeah, there's a little bit of improvement in my middle back for mobility, but I'm straining my neck to get there. So this is where you might have to put something underneath the head, a cushion, a pillow, folded towel, even this little roller could serve the purpose. Now I've got mobility in my middle back, and I'm not overarching, extending my head neck. Now for me personally, my head neck will go a little bit further, so this one might be a bit too high, but you're getting the point. You want to protect the neck so you're not into hyperextension at the neck, but you're still getting mobility in the middle back as you do. Same kind of sequence as we just showed you. So lastly, we want to stretch the muscles that are causing the shoulders to round forward. As a massage therapist, I'm flexed, I'm forward, my hands are up, and the last few weeks in particular, I've never spent as much time working on my business as I have been doing. And as a result, I've been seated a lot more, and that rounded, curved posture has definitely been more favorable. I've been stretching, I've been conscious of my posture, but clearly my body, desk work coupled with massage work over the last 2 weeks has just pushed it over the edge, which is why I'm feeling these symptoms today. So the last stretch we're gonna work on is the pecs. Right here, using a prop of any kind that's gonna allow you, with the knees on the ground, one hand on the ground, I'm literally gonna bend that elbow, keep my head in good alignment, and as I get to a certain angle and position, boom, now I feel a stretch down my anterior deltoid and pectoral muscle. These are muscles, like I said, they're very dominant, they're strong, they get tight, they encourage our posture to curve and round forward, and this is the way that we free them up through stretching. Now, again, it all comes down to it's the dose that makes the poison, in the sense of when we're sat for as long as we often are with respect of our work, those hours accumulate and contribute to this muscle staying short and tight. So in an ideal world, it would be great if we could spend hours every day to do the opposite stretches, movements, and so forth. It's not gonna happen, right? It's not realistic. So what we do is we try to just chip away. We're paying off this debt that we've accumulated, and we just do it bit by bit. I love that quote. By the yard, it's hard, but inch by inch, it's a cinch. And that's what these programs are, is inches by inches, going in the favorable condition. So once we've done that stretch, I recommend a minimum 30 seconds up to 60 seconds. We then go and repeat on the opposite shoulder. So there you have it. That's what I would recommend if you're having some symptoms similar to what I've described there today. Neck restriction, upper back restriction and tension, and maybe some headaches, anything along those lines of the upper body. Those 4 things that I've run through there today, which were move, get the blood flowing. It was then to massage the area, and then we got into mobility using the roller, and finally we got into a stretch. And now I feel ready to get into my workout, and I'm still abiding by that traffic light rule. Red if I get pain or it worsens as I do it. I'm gonna go with my amber light, as in I feel pain, but no, I think I can keep going with this. And a green light, there's no pain, or there's a bit of discomfort but it goes away, then I'm good to go. All right. Okay, so that was a 8.5 minute workout. That was 4 rounds, 10 burpees, 20 single arm snatch, and a rope climb each round as well. As you can tell, heart rate is up, breathing is under demand. I think it's 2 weeks since I last did a CrossFit style of workout, which accounts for how I'm feeling right now. But the goal of today was to really come in and do, I'll say, a light form of activity. I had to test out how the shoulder and neck was going to take it on, and I felt no pain. I had a green light throughout. Just as I hold my phone, there's a slight pinch between my shoulder blades, but therein lies the reasoning behind why it's accumulated. I've been on my phone and I've been on my laptop and added in the massage the last 2 weeks. There's usually reasons for your pain. You just got to listen to it, right? Pain is a form of communication from our body to try to tell us to find balance. I can tell you right now, hand up, I have not been balanced for the last, man, I want to say 3 months, because I've just been putting so much into my business. As hopefully you're seeing, I'm putting a lot more social media posts out there. I'm doing these weekly videos. I've been blogging. I've written my first book that's about to come out here pretty soon. Look for that coming out. Alongside that is going to be a podcast. I put together some first aid for pain relief online programs. Those are up and live on my website. I've been a busy boy. That happens in life, right? We get busy, we get occupied doing the things that we love to do. It's pain that helps us restore that balance point again. And I'm listening to the pain. My advice, don't wait for pain. But as you can see, I waited for pain. But that's always my motto, is to be proactive, and pain relief comes from pain prevention. The more we find balance in our life, the less likelihood there is for these moments to show up in our life and really shut us down. And they're telling us a message. We just got to listen to it. It's been a long time since I've been in pain. And it's pretty minor pain, right? It's on a 4 or 5 scale on that 1 to 10. But I just thought I'd spend some time with you today, show you some things that I would do when I have this symptom going on. And I've just been able to do that workout as a result of that. So hopefully you find benefit from that. All right, see you guys soon.
If you benefited from this video, I'm sure your friends and family would benefit too. Please share this with other people. Let's help spread this message. It's my mission to relieve stress, tension, and pain and transform it into health, happiness, and vitality.